you're going to need to see me from space. When I tell time, okay, they're going to need to see it from the space shuttle. Okay? That's what I'm saying. It's the Great Wall of China and then my watch. That's what you can see from space. But that's a story for another day. Again, here we go. A man is talking with Big Keison, Uncle Tim. I'm Big Keison, aka you already know, aka Raymond Reddington, aka Smooth Operator. Uh, that's Uncle Tim, aka Tim 2.0, aka Tim 2.0 Review. Make sure you follow that man on YouTube. He got some good reviews. Again, he don't allow other black people on his channel. He just said that's too many Negroes in one film. So I was just like, okay, I guess I ain't never coming on, but that's a story for another day. Today's topic. It's a modern topic. Should women ask men out? Go ahead, Uncle Tim. I'm gonna let you start this one out.
No, I'm gonna let you go ahead. You know what? I'm gonna take it. I believe women should ask men out. Sometimes a man can give you all the hints that he's interested. I mean, he can, be to that point where he want to ask you out, but he know if he asks you out, it can go either two ways, and if it go left, it could really do something to his ego. But my thing is, I don't see the problem with a woman asking a man out. I'm trying to figure out in these days and times. I'm surprised that ain't happened already. I'm surprised that's not a thing written.
Oh, Uncle Tim, that's not a thing.
It's not?
It is not a thing.
The thing that really gets me is that, somebody asks you out and you end up paying for it. How does that work?
Well, we can get to that, but let's start here. I knew we was gonna get to this moment. We gonna get to this moment real soon. So we ain't even gonna waste time. I know y'all. I ain't really took it to level 10, but I'm gonna take it to level 10 right off the jump because I'm real passionate about this topic. Let me say this, ladies, women, girls, wives, mothers. Y'all need to sit y'all egotistical asses down. A man's supposed to chase me. A man's supposed to know what he wants. Then what do a woman supposed to know? What if a woman knows what she wants and the man don't know that he wants you yet? Huh? Y'all have some egotistical ways about life and I don't get it. Y'all will defend these stupid egotistical ways, but a man is supposed, a man, you know what? As a man, tell me more about a man, because tell me how many years you've lived as a man. So tell me, about being a man. Tell me more about this being a man, since you know so much about it. Because if I tell you how to be a woman, you'll say I'm wrong, and I don't understand. But tell me more about being a man. You don't got a damn clue what it's like being a man. And let me tell you another thing about being a man. You know how hard it is to look at a woman, be physically attracted, and say, I'm going to take my physical body over there, talk to her to strike up a relationship. You know how hard that is? You know how many times a guy will get rejected? And y'all be like, well, a man can handle it. No, a man can't. Rejection hurts. Okay, if you go over there and say, hello, how you doing, beautiful? I'm not interested. It hurts like hell. You go over there, you be, hey, hello, how you doing? My name's Keison, your name is not interested. Yeah, God, it hurts. Well, y'all can take it. Then y'all wonder why guys just be like, fuck it, I'm just gonna do me, because y'all ain't got a heart. Well, he just wasn't the man I wanted. And I understand that you do not have to force yourself to be with somebody you don't want to be with. But here's the other thing, women. Take a chance. There are very few guys that I know that will reject a woman if she asks him out. He may be nice and maybe go on one date, or he may not even think you're thinking about him like that. Because here's another thing, and I had a woman tell me this. She was like, "Hey, I'm interested in you," and I looked at her and I said, "I never thought about it." And she said, "You never thought about it? Don't you find me attractive?" I said, "You okay? But all your exes and all the guys I've ever seen you with look nothing like me. So I would assume you're not interested in anybody like me because none of your exes and none of the guys I see you with look anything like me. Well, guys are dumb. Now let's talk about another thing. Women, y'all flirting. Well, I flirted with him. What did you do? That's the other thing. We don't always ask the second question. Your friends don't ask the second question. They always, girl, you flirted with him. Ooh, what did he say? What type of flirting did you do? Well, girl, I walked up to him. I looked at him. And then I walked off. He knew I wanted him. You sound stupid. You sound stupid as hell. Okay? I want you to understand that. That is not flirting. If anything, that's just looking at somebody weird. And I guarantee you, as a guy, he probably be like, the hell is she looking at me for? That's kind of odd.
You start wondering, is there something on you?
Right, something in my nose or something? Again, y'all give guys a lot of credit. Guys are smart. But here's the other thing. If I'm not thinking about you in that way and you're thinking, oh, I want you, if you don't give me a clear signal that you want me, how in the hell am I supposed to know that you want me? Uncle Tim, I'm going to leave it there for this one. I'm going to let you take over from here because it seems like you got something to say.
Clear signal is you giving me your phone number. Clear as signal. Clear as signal is you saying, I'm interested in you.
But Uncle Tim, they got Comcast. They don't get clear signals.
They got what?
They got Comcast. You can't get clear signals with Comcast.
No, but you gotta sit here and say something. You have to be honest with it because, again, no man can read a woman mind. Even though I sit back and I hear women say, "But he's supposed to know what I'm thinking." How? You don't know what the hell he's thinking. So how he supposed to know what you thinking? What he supposed to? She look like she losing her damn mind. That's what she thinking. No. The biggest thing that I look at here, and I'm gonna say this in a nutshell. A lot of times, people don't want to be held accountable. It all goes back to accountability. You gotta be accountable for your damn self. If you interested, say something in a comprehensible way. Again, communication is okay, but comprehension is everything. You gotta know. If you're interested in that person, say, hey, look, I just wanted to come over here and just say, hey, my name is such and such, and, I really think you're, an amazing person, such and such. I just wanted to get to know you.
Now, Uncle Tim, no, let's throw a wrench in it. I'm gonna throw a wrench in it because I ain't throwing a wrench in one of your statements in a minute. So let me throw a wrench in it. Uncle Tim, a lot of women say this statement. I want a man to be my friend first and then be my lover. But here's the thing. They won't date none of their friends. They won't date a guy who's friendly. They will put him in the friend zone and he will never get out of it.
I was just about to say that.
So tell me, let's discuss that.
And the thing is that really kill women, I noticed. You put him in a friend section and he end up dating your friend. And you be sitting there like, but I liked him. Like, but he in your friend section and your friend know he's in the friend section. A good way to get at a woman and you really want to let her ass know you should have talked to me, talk to a friend. If you her friend and you just in the friend zone, talk to a friend. Because you're not in her friend's friend zone. And again, they want a man that's going to be their friend. That's not realistic. He can become your friend. But starting out as a friend is a horrible thing because you already got him in that friend spot. And when you got him in that friend spot, some people tend to do things they shouldn't do. They talk too much. They tell too much. They tell you every fault that they got because you are a friend. They tell you all the things that's wrong with them. And about the time you think about it, you be like, yeah, I really don't talk to you. Now, yeah, I think we might be best as friends. And she'd be like, I'm interested now. You'd be like, yeah, you're right. I don't want to mess up the friendship. When you hear a man say, I don't want to mess up the friendship, he heard something in there that he don't like.
Here's my thing, Uncle Tim. I've had this happen to me. I've had a woman who I found out later was interested in me. I look at her as a friend. She was talking to me, telling me all the stuff she was doing. That I did this with this guy, and I'm sitting there like, I would never in a million years date you. I didn't say it, but Uncle Tim, no, let me not lie to you people. Let me not lie. y'all must not know who I am. I verbally said this to this woman. I said I would never date you, and she just laughed it out. You so funny. Use a lie. I just told you the truth. Cause she would say some stuff that I wouldn't stand for. She, I did this with this guy, and oh, I just don't know where the good guys are. Shit, I look past me because I ain't the one for you. You must be looking for another dude.
I'm gonna say
I
this when
friend
you,
zoned her based off
my
what
thing
she said.
is when a man hear too much, you know what? I'm gonna tell you when you haven't actually when your man is on lust and you in the middle of nonsense as a guy, you will consider somebody telling you some shit like well I went out with my friends and we went on a double date. I ended up sleeping with my date and her date, but at different times. And after that, I got drunk one day and I had a threesome with somebody else. And you just sitting here thinking to yourself, like, wait, hold on. You ain't the one for me.
And you know what? I'm not even saying that that person told me anything that graphic. It was just the way she was stringing people along that I was just like, nah, if I got with you, you probably string me along. And that's what it was for me. I wasn't looking, look, people have intercourse. Hey, that's a part of life. We procreate. But it's a way how you do business. And the way that she did business didn't ride with me. So, with that, let me bring it back to why aren't women dating more of their friends? Because here are some of the statements that they say, Uncle Tim. I don't want to ruin our friendship. Shut up. I, you know what? He's my best male friend. He knows everything about me. Then why won't you date him? He already know your faults, you idiot.
Because that ain't what she see him at. He don't see him as that. A woman, and I'm gonna say this, a woman, I once heard the Steve Harvey Strawberry Letter where this woman was telling this guy, he was in a relationship, and she was dating this horrible guy. She was telling him all this stuff that was happening in her relationship, and he would sit back and listen, and he would be that ear to cry on. I mean, the ear, and all of that stuff. And anyway, when his relationship ended, he wanted to get with her because, I guess he was like, I know her. And she wasn't interested. She wasn't interested because all you was to her was somebody who would listen.
Hmm.
There are not a lot of people out there that want to listen to nonsense because when you hear it, you be like, this egotistical bullshit, I don't want to hear this. You talking like every guy out here wronging you, and you the common denominator. You've been with 29 guys this week, but this is all they fault.
Mm-hmm. So
Accountability, bro.
here it is. But I'm gonna bring it back to a positive aspect. Let's lighten it up, ladies. I'm gonna give you a real story. I'm gonna give you a real story about me. A majority of the women that I've dated in my life, my wife is not included in this, but some of the women prior to my wife, they asked me out. And it wasn't that they were bad looking women or anything of that nature. I just didn't think about asking them out. I didn't think about asking them out. But when they did, it opened my eyes to them. I said, well, damn. And then, you take a step back. Damn, she ain't bad. And then I looked at her in a different way and was like, okay, well, let me give her a chance. Because to me, a woman who was strong enough to walk up to me and say, hey, I'm interested in you, to me, they gave you extra points in my book because I know it takes a lot for a woman to do that. So when a woman did do that, I would say 90% of the time, I ended up dating them for a little bit because to me, they had strength to walk up to a guy and say, "Hey, I dig you," because I know most women wouldn't. They would rather sit around, be miserable, read Toni Morrison books, and a man is just gonna appear to me. A man's just gonna come. God has this in place. If you know the man that you like, why don't you just walk up and see if there's a chance? But you rather sit at home reading, waiting to exhale, thinking about setting somebody's stuff on fire. Look, go and take a chance. I don't understand why you won't take a chance. But your lonely ass rather sit at home and complain about how there ain't no good man. And let me tell you another thing about why there ain't no good men out here. Because your lonely ass won't take a chance. You got this unicorn of a man in your head. He got to be Uncle Tim. I don't know how many times you heard this. My man got to be 6'2" or taller. Let me tell y'all something. Maybe you heifers ain't traveled. The average guy is not that goddamn tall. Hell, I was in South America last year. The average guy is probably 5'4". Okay. Well, I'm serious. I'm 5'7". I went to South America and I felt like I was Shaquille O'Neal. Okay. Another thing. Well, girl, after the being 6 foot tall, girl, he gotta have $100,000. If you are making $20,000, why the hell he gotta have $100,000? Why you can't have $100,000? Well, but a man should. You see how you're giving out all the power to the man should. The man should be
The
all of this,
man should.
and
The man.
your broke, tired ass ain't bringing nothing to the relationship. Get your shit together and go get what you want. Stop waiting for somebody to give it to you. You didn't do that, and you didn't do that in your occupation. You went out and got it. You went and got your education. You went and got your training. You went and did the years, the time. Why won't you do that and go get the man that you want? Because you're lazy as hell and you're a bum heifer.
Damn. You know what? I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna let this go, and because I thought you were supposed to lighten it up. It didn't lighten up
I
at all.
lighten it up. I lit it up.
That's what it sounds like. You lit it up. You know what? I'm gonna say this. I think women have really high expectations in their head of a man, and the women who have this high expectations not bringing nothing to the table. I mean, if you live with your mama, you not working, you don't have a car, don't have a high school education. I'm just being honest. And you want somebody to have all these pluses. He got to have a degree. He got to have a career. He has to have a house. He has to have a car. He has to make this great money. He has to have all of this stuff, and you're not bringing nothing to this man's table. I'm good in bed, but based on what? Based on what information from who? Are they a credible source to say you good in bed? Brother, you know what? People will tell you shit all day long until you realize that
It's you.
I just realized that over this stuff, man, that if your expectations are that high and unrealistic, you're going to get something that's unrealistic. You don't have somebody come to you saying they got all this stuff and they ain't got nothing. Borrowing somebody's car to take you on a date, you thinking it's his car, you riding up.
But Uncle Tim, I think we got to tell the women the real secret, man. It's the secret we got to share with them that I don't think they get, Uncle Tim.
What's that?
Hold on, let me make sure I'm the big screen for this. Let me tell y'all something. In your 20s, ladies, you have a lot of power. You can control what type of guy you get. You can kind of control what guy comes up to you. No, I don't want you. No, but I want you. No, but I need you. You can do all that in your 20s. But when you hit your 30s, baby, you lose a lot of your power. Because the guys you want, now they got all the stuff that you want. Again, the guys in the 20s don't have the on average, don't have the six-figure bank accounts and the house and the cars and all that. But when you get to your 30s and 40s, those guys have it. And guess what? They ain't just giving it up to somebody who making $20,000 time out. I'm a bad bitch. If you ever said you a bad bitch, you're not.
If you ever said you a bad bitch to somebody making good money, they're not going to want to be bothered.
If you've ever uttered that statement, you're not. Because if you are good at what you do, at being just a dope person, you don't have to say it. So guess what? You lose that power because now that guy is saying, I'm a bad dude. And women keep saying there ain't a lot of good men out here. So that put me even in another category. Well, I got my finances together. I'm in another category. And guess what? I don't need you. Now guys are start to reject women. And they're saying, hey, not you, not you, not you. And then you say, well, where all the good men go? They out here. They just ain't dealing with you.
No, well, good men go, like you said, they're not dealing with you, but they know their worth now. There are 100 women for each man now. And I know you said 100. You got men that are in jail. You got men who are dead. You got men who are gay. And I'm saying, if you encompass all of that, and I'm not talking about just in the black culture, I'm talking about across the board. You got damn near 100 women for each man, potentially. If he played his cards right, you think he gonna sit here and choose the worst suitor, and he could choose the best one for him? If you making 100, if you making six figures, why can't you get somebody that's breaking six figures?
Again,
Real talk.
stop waiting for somebody else to have what you want. Don't get somebody for finances. Get somebody that you gel with. We've said this in so many damn videos, and a lot of you heifers are still commenting, well, he got her, he got her, he got her. Again, if he makes 40,000, you make 100,000, you're $140,000 couple. But your ego is saying, well, he need to make the 100, and we'll be even better. He might can get there, and stop thinking you teaching him something. Some people are just happy where they are, y'all. Please stop thinking y'all know every damn thing. I'm tired of women. Well, I had to train him. You ain't trained nobody. No
He
man
ain't no
or
damn
woman.
monkey. He ain't no seal.
No
The hell he
woman or
training him for?
man is changing their ways unless they want to. Stop taking credit for shit that you ain't did.
And if anything, he training your ass because you the one end up all messed up.
And
Oh, I
with
shouldn't
that,
tell the truth. My bad.
he told the truth, and now we gotta leave it on that.